Hey friends, welcome back. Today we are going to do segment 2. Are you alive? What's up there? Segment 2 of our Q&A questions. We just finished recording segment 1, so that'll go up separately. There'll probably be at least a third section as well.
Segment 2 of our 13 segment series.
So question and answers. These are questions that were left on our YouTube channel. So I'm pulling those up. Okay, so we're gonna jump right in. If you missed segment 1, I'll link the video down below. Go check that out. There might be some repeat questions that I refer you back to that. So, number 1, I'm just curious, but where would you guys move if you decided to move from where you are currently at?
Probably somewhere in the middle of nowhere.
Oh yeah?
With a strong internet connection.
He's been talking more and more recently. He's just like, the more I'm around people, the more I just want to move off grid and like live off the land. And I was like, we don't know how to do any of that, and we're getting old.
Use YouTube to learn.
So we need a strong internet connection. Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't know. Like, we never imagined ourselves in Kentucky until we were in Kentucky, basically. We're from Michigan. I don't know. The thought of moving just seems daunting.
Mm-hmm.
I would say if it was like, you have to choose, you're moving, you have to choose somewhere, it would be someplace warmer. Like, warm still. I don't know that we would go much, I don't know, because, I don't know.
I don't really have any.
He just wants to live in the middle of nowhere with strong internet. What's your favorite trait about one another? How do you handle marriage issues like arguments and different points of view? Favorite trait, like personality trait, I would assume. I would say...
She's a doer.
Yeah?
Yeah, you do things.
I do things. I feel like I'm not.
I am definitely not a doer.
No, I make him do things.
Like, once I start doing things, I'm good. But getting started doing things, so I guess I'm not a starter.
Yeah, you're not a starter.
You're a starter?
Am I a starter?
I don't know.
I feel like I'm pressured. I'm a procrastinator that gets things done, if that makes sense. It doesn't.
So you're a bad procrastinator.
Like, the pressure of waiting until the last minute is motivating to me. I've always been that way. Even back, like, growing up in school, like, I would wait until the week a 10-page paper is due and write it, like, in the night before.
Well, yeah, that's everybody.
Is it, though?
Yes.
Okay. I guess I'm normal. My favorite trait is probably the fact that you can make me laugh even when I do not want you to.
I'm funny.
He's funny. He makes everyone, if you've been around a while, you know his sense of humor. It can be very dry and sarcastic at times. Some people interpret that the wrong way, but he, to me, is just one of the funniest people I know. And even when I'm mad, he can make me laugh, and I hate that sometimes, but deep down I love it because, I mean, that's a good quality to have. The fact that he makes me laugh every single day, and we've been married and together for
thousands of years.
We've been married for almost
12
this year. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So the fact that he makes me laugh still every day. How do you handle marriage issues like arguments and different points of view?
I'm easy.
We don't really argue.
Yeah, not really.
There's like moments where there's a little bit of tension. Like if I'm stressed out and I'm like, why don't you pick up after yourself? Why are your socks there? Quit leaving your dirty dish. Little things. I wouldn't.
Why are you untucking the blankets with your feet?
Oh, that's not a little thing. That's a major.
You're a sociopath.
He untucks the sheets with his feet from the bottom of the bed.
I have feet.
So do I.
You sit there and act like it doesn't matter what I do with them, it's wrong. That's it, I want a divorce.
Stop. Yeah, him untucking the sheets is one of my biggest pet peeves. I hate it when the sheets come untucked. That's a mouse in a teacup. Alice made that and put it on his thing. How do we handle different points of view? Like the sheets.
I'm always right.
We don't disagree on like major things. I feel like we have,
not typically,
like, our morals and values aren't
line up.
Yeah. So parenting stuffs, all that. I feel like we're not really giving people the answers they want. We have a good, strong marriage. We laugh daily. We don't argue unless he's untucking the sheets. What?
I have feet, and my feet have feelings.
He sleeps with his feet straight up in the air.
And then if I put them down, she's like, no, those look weird. Don't do that.
He bends them in. They look like he's got broken ankles.
What am I supposed to do? Like this particular piece of, if you even want to call it tension, obviously we're not taking it too seriously, is right up there with like when she has a dream about me doing something making her mad, and then her being mad at me all day because of something Dream Me did. What do you want me to do?
Fix it, obviously. Okay. Do you miss the alone time when the kids used to go to school during the day? Will doesn't know any different because he works. So this is probably more so, well.
We had a little stint there where we'd like go on like day dates.
Yeah, on your days off.
Yeah.
But again, that's when the kids, when they were in public school, Jackson's last year was 2nd grade and Alice's was 1st grade. So they were pretty little at that point. Now they're almost 9. Alice will be 9 and Jackson's 10. So like during the day, they're doing their own things now, and they're not like constantly underfoot. And like right now, Alice is constantly behind me, and the girl gets hurt frequently because of it. Alice is outside right now playing with neighbor friends.
Or is she behind you?
Solid point. Jackson's upstairs playing Roblox or Minecraft or something with cousins in Michigan. Like they do their own things now, so I don't really miss it. I mean, a lot of times it was just me home alone by myself, and waking up that early to take the kids to school, I would typically come home and like take a nap. So I would say I like how things are now better. I haven't been saying who posted these questions. Should I do that?
I mean, thought it was kind of weird, but I was letting you do your own thing.
Why don't you tell me? Should I start now?
I mean, if you wanted to, you could always go in and post and put like right up
name
there-ish.
On my face?
No, like above my finger in this area here, and just put their name.
Okay, that's a solid point. I'll do that. Okay. Ooh, but I deleted the Instagram picture ones.
Who does that?
I did that. I hate things.
Am I a thing?
No, you're a person. Okay.
So it's not just nouns, it's just partial nouns.
Yeah.
Person, places are good, things you hate.
Like, if you check his email inbox, it gives me anxiety. My email inbox, so like I'm constantly clearing things, right? Like I've got 5 that are flagged because they're upcoming things that I'm going to be using, like movie tickets that I can pull up easily, a coupon code I want to use. And then there's 3 currently right now. One is a shipping notification, so I'm using it for tracking. Another one's something for AHG/Trail Life, and then another one is a doctor's email. I literally have 8 emails. Oh, I just got 8 more. Oh man. Okay, I can't look at that right now. I'm getting stressed. Point being, I clear things because I don't like clutter, and that includes digital clutter. So when we were done with the Instagram questions, I deleted them.
Like those seems like something you would have kept around until after you posted the video.
Why? We answered them.
Just in case you need them. I'm very much a just in case guy.
He just in case has emails from 13 years ago, probably.
Oh, way longer than that.
I have a bruise right here and I don't know where it came from. Okay, next question. How did you and Will meet, and then dating, marriage, kids, etc., your all's journey? Oh, that's like a whole video in and of itself. So I know some of these questions have been answered in previous Q&As, but it's been years, so obviously we don't mind touching on this stuff again. So how did we meet? We're touching on them again. How did we meet?
At the mart.
We worked at Walmart.
I was in electronics. She was trying to get me fired.
No, I was not. I was a loss prevention manager. The asset protection coordinator is the official position.
She gets people fired.
I did internal investigations on theft, like within, like not, you know, you have like, I'm trying to like.
Trying to find a nice...
internal theft, so people that worked there, etc. Like one of my, sounds horrible, one of my favorite investigations that I did, prior to becoming that position, I worked as a pharmacy technician, and so I knew the inner workings of how the Walmart pharmacy worked. And I once helped get a pharmacist fired for stealing medication because I knew like what to look for and I knew how he was doing it. Whereas, anyway, oof.
Because he was sick and he couldn't afford his medication
because
of Walmart's poor health insurance. Was it really?
Yeah.
I was just making that up.
No!
And you feel good about this?
No, I said...
You monster. I want a divorce.
That's twice in one video. No, I don't feel good about it. It's like solving a mystery. That's what I liked about it, was like finding... Anyway. So we met at Walmart. We started dating. I mean, dating, marriage, kids. That's how it happened. Yep, dating, marriage, kids.
There was a stork somewhere. Maybe two.
We dated for a brief period. We were like friends at first. And I was like pushing him away. Like, no, I don't want to date you. Go away.
Okay.
And then he was like, no, I'm coming for you. Sounds stalkerish.
Right?
Yeah, so we were friends at first. And then we started dating. That quickly merged into proposal.
I mean, it was all pretty standard for the most part.
Yeah.
I mean, we dated for
a bit.
2 years?
Something
like that. And got married for about a year. And started having kids.
He proposed to me on Halloween in Frankenmuth, Michigan, on the covered bridge. So if you're familiar with that area, there's a wooden covered bridge.
Like old Sleepy Hollow style.
Yeah. So he proposed
wooden
there.
Bridge.
Our initials are carved into the bridge, even though that's something that's highly frowned upon.
Even though that bridge
everyone
is
does it.
Essentially just initials at this point.
I know exactly where to find it. It's under the 7th light on the right-hand side if you walk down. We actually went back 1 year and found it, and he carved something. Did you put a heart around it or the year? I don't know.
I just went over it because it was starting to fade.
So we proposed on Halloween. We got married less than a year later. We got married in July of the following year. Double wedding with his sister and her fiance.
That's not standard.
Yeah, that's the more we're talking about it. Yeah. So double wedding in a Catholic church. The first double wedding the priest had ever performed. We're just lucky that he married the right people to the right people. That's the joke. Everyone's like, are you sure that he didn't marry William and his sister? Yeah. Wedding.
It's weird trying to think of like what's actually important and what's not. Like,
yeah. I mean, if there's more specific question, yeah, if there was
nitty gritties, if you really wanted to.
Yeah, the wedding was unique because of it being a double wedding. We honeymooned in Florida. We actually got pregnant on our honeymoon. We miscarried, so our very first pregnancy was a miscarriage. Tried for another 8 or 9 months and got pregnant with Jackson. Jackson was born in November of 2011. I got pregnant with Alice when he was 7 or 8 months old. We announced at his first birthday party. She was born in May of 2013. My birthday is 5/13/84. Hers is 5/14/13. So we have back-to-back birthdays. So I always have to think 5/14/13 is hers. Anyway, yeah, 2 kids, a marriage. Here we are.
And a partridge
in a pear tree. Okay, loving your vlogs. Q&A. How old are you and Will? We answered this in the last video.
I'm still old.
Still old. I'm 37. I'll be 38 in May of this year.
You're actually a little older now than you were when we talked about it before.
True story. He's 34. He'll be 35 in June of this year. What are your favorite games to play with the kids, both video games and others? I'll let you take the lead on this one.
The kids are actually both fairly fond of Jackbox.
Yeah.
We play some of the Jackbox games. Jackson's usually pretty down to play just about anything that I'm playing, more or less. So whether
Maybe.
that be, I mean, he'll play it. He might not necessarily be as into it as some of the other things. Like,
Yeah.
you know, he, like every other boy his age, Fortnite, it's something that he's pretty big into. He's recently been playing a lot of Grounded, and I've started playing that with him. Not huge on survival games, but he wants to play with me, so I play with him. Halo, Castle Crashers was big for a while. I mean, just pretty much anything that's co-op, you know, I can usually count on being able to play with him if he wants to give it a try. And
Alice doesn't do a whole lot of video games. She mainly plays
she likes to play Minecraft, Roblox,
and Toca Boca Life.
yeah.
So those are her 3 main ones.
Though I have been thinking about breaking out the Wii. I don't think our kids have ever played the Wii.
Probably not.
They would get a kick out of like tennis.
Wait, didn't we have, isn't the Wii what's hooked up with the Ring Fit?
No, that's the Switch.
Oh.
Cute.
I'm cute when I'm stupid. He means it with love. You keep moving your head off camera. Come closer. Quit playing with your feet.
I didn't set the camera up to be right on top of the console.
Other games, like, we have a ton of
Yes.
games. We don't make time for them, unfortunately. Another game that they really like is Spot It, which they got in their stockings for Christmas. I'm looking over there. And Pass the Pig is another quick, like, little one they like.
Makes it sound like we were like in a farm.
Yeah.
I like to play past the pig.
What's that? Oh, Sushi Go was,
Yeah, that was fun.
big for us for a while. We have a ton of games. We just don't make time for them, unfortunately.
We should.
I know, we should. So those are some of, we also got a game that's kind of like what the meme, the ones I got from
Yeah.
Five Below. And then there's another one that's like a texting one where it's kind of like cards, or apples to apples,
Oh,
Cards Against
yeah.
Humanity style, where you throw down one card and you match up something funny and the people vote on it. So just quick things that we can sit down and play a few rounds of. Jackson was interested in learning how to play Bunko after my last Bunko night with moms. So yeah. Next question. Are you seeing benefits from your food sensitivity test from Everlywell? So this is from me. I took a food sensitivity test from Everlywell back in December, I think. No, late November, early December. And I eliminated a lot of the foods, or at least the ones that are highly reactive on there. So some of the things that I've cut out is cow's milk. For a while I was doing strictly dairy-free, and I just recently incorporated like cheese back in to see how I feel, and it hasn't affected me. I eliminated coffee for about 2 months, and I recently brought that back in. It gave me a headache after I drank it, but I don't know if that was a coincidence or not, because I've only had it like twice. Bananas I haven't had since. I've noticed winter squash, specifically pumpkin and butternut. After eliminating that and trying that again, it gives me a headache. I don't have digestion issues with the foods that I was sensitive to. It's mainly
Because of the dairy messed with you.
When
They gave you an upset
Oh,
stomach.
yeah. What was it that boba tea. Jackson and I went to the mall when Will and Alice did the daddy-daughter dance, and we had boba tea, which didn't even dawn on me, but it's dairy, like it has milk in it, and that gave me an upset stomach. So the cow's milk part, yes, but not cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, overall, yes, I've noticed a difference. Less inflammation and joint pain, less headaches. I haven't had a migraine since I eliminated things, and I was getting migraines there somewhat frequently again, to the point where I actually have migraine like rescue meds on hand, because I was getting tired of trying to fight it with like over-the-counter meds that weren't working. So yes, I have noticed a difference. If you're interested in the Everlywell test, there's a discount code down below. Also, I don't remember what it gives you. You'll have to look, 30% off maybe. But I've noticed a difference in it, to the point where I would recommend it. I mean, take it with a grain of salt. You know, your mileage may vary.
I would say even in the results packet thing that she got, you know, it says in there that, you know, you can eliminate stuff, and then as you reintroduce it, you might find that even though it says it's highly reactive or something like that, that, you know, it might not impact you. So that's where she's pretty much just getting into the phase where she's reintroducing stuff. So she's kind of just now seeing.
Well, they said even if you have a low reactivity,
Right.
that it could be causing more damage than you think, or like more symptoms than you think. So yeah, I mean, yep. Okay.
But it's been beneficial.
Yeah, it's been interesting. I wish I would have taken the one that had the more food. I didn't realize that they had like 2 different panels. So if you are interested, look. It's a price difference, obviously, but there's one that the one I took tests like 96 or 98 foods, and then there's another one that tests
200 something.
like 200. Yeah. So anyway, were you both raised in church as Christians? I admire you both for providing a solid religious training for Jackson and Alice.
Yes, I was. I've been going to Catholic church since before I can remember. I mean, that was every Sunday, no ifs, ands, or buts about it for a very, very long time until I pretty much got out on my own, and then kind of more or less stopped going for a while. Just, you know, wasn't necessarily a massive priority, and then we moved. Okay, yeah, we moved here, and then it's taking us a long time to find a church.
If you want to go grab another battery, we'll finish this question and close this video out, but I still have some more to add on to here, but the battery's blinking, so hold on, we'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and I realized I was recording on the wrong setting. It shouldn't affect anything though. Back to what he was talking about. He actually went to Catholic school also, so not just church, but raised in the Catholic school system, K through 12. So I was not raised, it's not that I wasn't raised, or like was or was not raised Christian. Like I always believed in God, but we didn't go to church growing up. I went to youth group once in a while with like a friend, but nothing consistent. And then when we met, I converted to Catholicism.
The teachings of Cathol.
So that we could get married in the Catholic church that his parents got married in. Both of our children were baptized when they were born in the Catholic church. And then, like he said, when we moved here to Kentucky, there's not a whole lot of Catholic churches in our area. I think there's maybe 1 or 2, and it just didn't work with our schedule. He worked weekends up until recently, and there weren't like evening services or anything like that. And then like COVID hit, so we didn't have a home church here. Well, once we became homeschoolers, some of you know we joined a social homeschool group, and it's a Christian-based group, and I met some friends there, and one of our friends, Lauren, invited me to church with them. And so I went, and the kids went, and they loved the youth program, and I loved the church. It's not a Catholic church, but I feel very much at home there. And then once you started joining us like 2 weeks later.
3 or so.
Something like that. And he actually was still working weekends at that time. So he would go into work Saturday night, like Saturday into Sunday, like around midnight or 1 a.m. He would get home around 10:30 in the morning, shower, and turn around and go to church with us. So he was actually working an overnight and making that sacrifice so that he could join us at church and, you know, set the example for the kids that it was something that is important. And ever since then, we've been going weekly pretty much, minus a missed week here or there. Hey, look at that.
Well, I looked over and Alice was riding her bike through the backyard.
Like you do. Get out of my head. Stops copies me. So, I would say my faith is strongest currently, like, in my life right now, is the strongest, like, foundation of faith that I've had. I love that our homeschool curriculum is faith-based. Alice goes to American Heritage Girls, which is a Christian-based scouting program. Jackson does Cub Scouts, but we're probably switching to Trail Life soon, which is the boys' equivalent to AHG. So very much Christ-centered. And it's definitely a part of our daily lives more than it ever has been, I would say. Not necessarily for you, but I'm saying for the kids and I, obviously, we, you know, not growing up in the church and stuff. So yeah. Anything to add to that? No?
Not really. I mean,
Not really. It sounded like you were gonna say yes, baby.
You can drop my time on.
Okay.
Church, religion, all that's always been part of my life.
Yeah.
It's really all it boils down to in one way, shape, or form or the other.
Hi, baby girl. We're talking about God. Do you like church?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. I don't know what I ordered, but
Is it mine?
it's your Valentine's present, yes. So we'll close this one out. I think we're probably gonna have another 2 videos by the looks of the questions. I'm looking real quick, possibly 3. One of you was very excited and quizzical and left 12 questions of your own, which
Inquisitive.
I'm excited to get to.
The Inquisition.
There's a lot. We're probably gonna have at least 2 more videos. Oy, that's okay. I hope you're enjoying them. Should we offer more, could we just continue doing Q&As? Like randomly when we get enough questions?
Can, I guess. I mean,
We can also do it.
I'm down.
So if you have other questions, you can leave them here, and if it's something that's not addressed, I'll try to keep a running tally that we answer every so often, maybe.
Sure.
So, okay, that is it.
Get out.
I can't even take you seriously. Drop a comment, share some love, and until next time,
Get
Get out.
out.